guys, welcome back to my channel. So, a question that I get asked kind of a lot is how do I deal with blue hair fading? Like, how do I make it fade in a nice way? And the simple answer is that I don't let it fade completely. I put another color on top of it. But first I'm gonna kind of walk through the fading process of this color that I had. And then I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do in order to prepare my hair for the next color. So the color that I used on my hair was Cotton Candy Dreams by Arctic Fox. Honestly, I am super impressed by this blue because all the blues that I've used in the past fade pretty quickly, but almost immediately start to fade green. And that's a problem with a lot of blues, is that they do tend to fade towards green because blonde usually has some yellow in it. Blue plus yellow makes green. So it's kind of unavoidable, except for the fact that with this color, as you can see, it's not really green. I mean, there's a little bit of green. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but in person, it almost looks like a very light, like minty green, which is kind of pretty. So normally I would have already done something, like already put another color on top, but because this was fading so nicely, I kind of just let it fade like until this point, which has now been 5 weeks. So I only wash my hair once a week so that I can maintain my color for as long as possible. I usually try to get it to last until like 6 weeks because that's when I need to do my roots anyway. So that's kind of just how I do things. And if my hair ever starts to get kind of oily towards the end of the week, I just use some dry shampoo. But honestly, I think my hair has just gotten used to it. I mean, bleached hair is just kind of dry, so it doesn't get oily very fast. So I have some pictures I documented throughout the weeks of me washing my hair, so I'm gonna put them on the screen for you guys to see. After the first wash, this is what it looked like. Honestly, didn't really change much. Like maybe it was a tad like softer, because when I first dyed my hair with Cotton Candy Dreams, I did say that I thought it would be more pastel. It was a bit more vibrant than I thought. So I feel like after one wash, it became like a true pastel blue. Then after the second wash, honestly, didn't really see a difference. It was still pretty good. Now this is after 3 weeks, so 3 washes, and I actually posted this update on Instagram. If you don't follow me on there, sometimes I post updates. But yeah, at this point was when it started to look a little minty, but I still really liked it, so I just kept it. And then here's how it looked after the 4th wash. Again, starting to go more towards that minty green, but still really beautiful. It was just crazy to me how like this color just fades so evenly. I'm used to like this part turning green like really quickly because my roots are usually a bit more yellow, but I don't know, like, do you see that? I know it also has to do with the base you have. Like if your base is even, then you're probably gonna get a more even fade, but I don't know. I think it also has to do with this color. And so this is my hair after 5 washes. Now, I still don't mind it. I could keep it this way. However, I want to give myself time for like my next color to fade before I do my roots. So I think I'm just gonna add a new color now. So this is what I usually do. And normally this would happen around like the 3-week mark, because that's usually when blues already go green and I don't really like how they look on me. I'm doing it at 5 weeks this time, but you can do it whenever you're unhappy with how your blue is looking. So what I like to do is I like to go over this color with pink, but I don't go with it like full on pink. I dilute it with some white conditioner. And this is good because if you look on a color wheel, green and pink are opposite of each other. So that means it's gonna cancel out a lot of the green. And then the color you're left with depends, because I've gotten it to look kind of silvery. I've gotten lavender. I've gotten a mixture of lavender and pink. It's always a nice surprise, but I'd rather have silver, lavender, pink hair than like a weird faded like green blue color. So that's what I usually do. It helps so that my hair then fades perfectly to blonde and is then ready for my next color, because then I do my roots. I do a bleach bath if I have to, but usually I don't have to because pink just fades so easily. And then I just apply a new color. So even though I am okay with this color, for the purpose of showing you guys what I usually do, we're gonna be adding some Virgin Pink by Arctic Fox. Let's go to the bathroom. Okay, so because I'm gonna be diluting it, I'm gonna fill my bowl first with just some basic white conditioner. Have about that much. And then we're gonna add a little drop of Virgin Pink, about that much. I'm gonna mix it, see if I like the color or if I need to add more. I do like the color, but I feel like I don't have enough, so I'm gonna add more conditioner. I'll add a tiny bit more pink since I added more conditioner. And mixed it up, and then we should be good. All right, I have my color ready, so just like I don't know, it's a pretty light pink, but you don't want to go too light because then it's just not going to do anything. Just a nice medium, light to medium pink. Honestly, it kind of looks like the color of the logo because the actual dye is like a lot darker, looks more red, so you want something kind of like this. Okay, I am going to quickly section my hair. Okay, we're gonna start down here, but I'm gonna clip this up and release little parts as we go. Don't forget gloves, even though it's a light color. It doesn't stain too much, but it still could stain, so I always like to wear gloves just in case. And we're ready to begin. So, as usual, I'm just gonna use my hands. I just think it's easier. And just make sure to really saturate everything. And on this first strand, I'll kind of get a good idea if like the color is dark enough. I need to add more pink. You can already see, well, I hope you can see, it's already neutralizing the greens, blues, and just looks like kind of like a pinky blonde. So I think this is good. I'm gonna keep going. Well, I've finished applying it. I do have some leftover, so I might just try to stick it in there just to make sure everything is like super duper saturated. Also, something I forgot to mention is that I am doing this on clean hair. I washed my hair last night and I didn't put any conditioner, so I just shampooed twice and then just let it dry. That's what I always do right before I dye my hair. That's how you'll get the better like color payoff. And it'll last longer. If you have extra, you could also always just like keep it in your shower and use that as your conditioner whenever you wash your hair. That's what I do sometimes. All right, I'm gonna put this up in like a cap and I'm gonna leave it on for about an hour and then we'll see what color we get this time. So here's how it looks. Isn't it cute? It definitely looks lavender, I guess. Not really silvery, and I think it's because my hair was still pretty blue, like it wasn't really green. So, you know, blue plus the pink gave me a cool lavender color. But if you do have a bit more green in your hair, then you are probably going to get a more silvery look, which is also really cool. But the point is, whether it comes out silver, lavender, or pink, I still think that it looks really nice, and it'll then fade very nicely from here on out until I go back to blonde, which is the goal. So I am very happy with it. If you guys try this, let me know how your hair turns out. And yeah, I hope this explained and showed like how I deal with having blue hair. I know blue hair can be difficult. It's fun, but then dealing with the fading can be kind of annoying sometimes. So I do hope that this has been helpful. And so I'm gonna let this fade out, and then in about like 2 weeks or so, I will do my roots. And then I'm doing a color that, it's a color I've never done before. I've done like a similar color, but not this exact color. And I'm very excited. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.